We're back.
And welcome back to A Dose of Candor with Jay and Lee. And we're reading this off a BuzzFeed article. It says, people are sharing the dirty little industry secrets they think the general public deserves to know, and it's widely informative.
Yes.
So,
I know there were some things on it. I was like, what?
yeah, one of the last ones that you read is kind of like, wow.
I know. So guys, Jay's not on video today because she's just having major issues with her phone.
That, and I just kind of did not want to be on video today.
Yeah, so it'll just be me on video today, but yeah. So go ahead and what's that first one?
Okay. It says, I own a sign shop, and I can tell you with 100% certainty that almost all businesses fail within the first year. If you think you're going to open a restaurant or a boutique, you are about to lose a bunch of money. Also, no matter what business you want to start, go talk to your local sign guy and ask how many businesses have been in that location and failed. Trust me, we know which locations are cursed.
Oh, I'm sure they do because they've probably done the signs for all the locations.
It's like, trust, we know.
Right. Oh my gosh. That's good to know. All right. So the second one says that I used to work for a major talent agency in Hollywood, and a lot of the Academy voters never watched the screeners and just let their assistants vote on their behalf. So, I mean, I guess you could feel vindicated if you're a person that's like, I don't understand why that movie won that award or something.
I'm kind of like that way, even if like especially when I watch the movie, I'm like, the movie was good, but it's not good enough to win an award over this movie.
You might think it's overrated or something.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Oh, this next one is so good to know.
Okay. This one says, I'm in insurance. If you call to request an estimate for a claim, they will count it as $0 claim on your file when they deem the damage not enough to repair. That means when other companies pull your information, it will not only impact your future rates, but might make you
ineligible
for future policies.
Yeah.
Don't ever call insurance for an estimate first. Get a third-party inspector to tell you whether you should file with insurance.
And, I've heard that ever since I was a teenager and got my license. It's like, if you know that you have a certain deductible amount, and that damage is not going to be above that deductible or even barely above the deductible, it's not worth reporting it because it will put a claim on your profile and then do all that other stuff. So yeah, I've definitely heard that before.
It's so funny because this girl was trying to sell her car to get a new car. She was trying to get a Bronco for it, and she was like, because they're trying to buy the car from her. And they give her a price. She's like, no, because I know my car's not worth that much. It's worth way more.
Right.
So do your research.
Yeah. All right. So our next one, oh yes. Always wash your new clothing before you wear it. Even if it looks fresh and new, it's been thrown on the floor, moved around a dusty warehouse, tried on by maybe a sweaty post-gym person, and probably sat in a stinky, humid shipping box for at least 2 months. So plus you want to wash off, they say, all the starching or finishing products, which make the product or the fabric look so new. But yeah, that's been a big thing. I know whenever I try on bathing suits and stuff, I try them on over my garments because of you never know who has put that on before you.
Because some people don't wear their
they
garment.
go commando.
Well, I'm that same, especially even when it comes to buying new bras and everything.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
It's you wash
and
them
then
first.
I know it's been in the news before where people have gotten parasites and stuff. Just trying things on because it was on the fabric and everything. So yeah, that's a big
That's
one.
why when they measure your bust size and everything when you go bra shopping, that's why I don't even try them on. I'm like, okay, they told me that's what it is. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one. Oh, we're on number 5.
Yep.
I meant to scroll down. People cleaning their underwear in kettles is a huge problem in hotels. We find so many forgotten underpants in the kettles and can't even assume how many we didn't catch. Don't use them. If you want a nicer room in a hotel, book the DR or prof. What?
Oh,
before your name.
Book with doctor or professor before your name.
Okay. That makes you way more likely to be bumped up. When you're traveling privately, take a card from any hotel testing company with you and give it to the receptionist when you arrive to enter as the address for your bill. Staff will be extra nice to you. Dang. So I have to have doctor or professor or professional or something in front of my name to be treated nicer too.
I mean, that's good to know. I mean, oh, they also include on it, look, if you want to steal towels from your hotel, don't steal them on the day you're leaving. Just put 1 or 2 in your suitcase each
Day after day.
And just stack the remaining towels on the floor, and they won't catch it.
See, my mom, the thing about my mom is she likes
hotel room towels though,
because they're nicer.
Everybody uses them though. Like, you know how many people have used those towels before?
Yeah, but guys, I accidentally moved my mic. Well, that's why they wash them.
Well, I know, but still. Anyway, okay. So the next one. Okay, so this person says engagement ring business here. Oh, so many. So it says most natural diamonds have been in like 2 or 3 rings before they end up in your ring. Rings are made with more fragile designs than what they used to be. So when you get tired of it breaking and needing repairs all the time, you will buy a new ring, thus giving us more money. I have heard that before. Like, since the rings are more dainty these days, they like break and stuff more often. So then you have to buy another ring. And so it's just, giving them more money. It says, this is also why trends nowadays lean towards dainty and minimalistic, designs with massive stones, because it's a ticking time bomb, as they say. This is also why a lot of jewelry stores won't stop you from getting stones that are too soft for daily wear. They say on here, looking at you, Opal. The largest diamond distributor is Walmart. Diamonds that jewelry suppliers discard for being ugly end up on James Allen and Brilliant Earth brands.
Dang.
So,
my biggest fear when it comes to like when I eventually do get married and stuff is accidentally making the wedding ring go down the drain. Because I would be that one clumsy person, even though I would like take it off, it would like knock into the thing.
Still knock in, yeah. Well, I thought this was interesting. It says platinum isn't necessarily a better metal than gold. It actually has just as many flaws. They sell it like it's better because it's much more expensive. So they just want your money, people.
My aunt's engagement ring is rose gold.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Okay. This one says, it's funny because I didn't know this, but it honestly makes sense because it happens to me a lot.
Okay.
It says leaving online shopping items in your cart while logged in will likely put you into an automatic discount offer stream. So if you intend to buy anyways, leave it in your cart for a few days and see if you get a marketing email with a discount code. Except mine automatically goes to like discounts and everything.
But I mean,
I do get emails a lot about like, oh, this is on sale and it's in your cart. Here's a discount code and stuff.
Right. I've definitely noticed that before too. All right. So the next one, and I've heard this one before. So it says how dirty the fruits you put in drinks are. So this person says, I quit getting oranges in my blue moons because I figured the orange drove up from Florida, got to North Dakota and was never washed, got cut up and was put in my drink, and it grosses me out. I've actually read other things where bartenders literally say that like the fruit never really gets washed or anything.
Oh.
Yeah, like the fruit that they garnish the drinks with. So they tell people, don't put it in your drink after you squeeze the juice out and stuff like that. They're like, because it's not clean.
Oh, I was going to say, because whenever we were at Olive Garden, you put the lime or the lemon in your water.
Yeah, even in regular restaurants. Yeah. Like, so it's.
But you didn't put it in your drink. Did you?
I can't remember.
I don't think I think you
can't
put it to
remember.
the side.
I think I do. Yeah, I think because I've heard that before, and I think I got into the habit of not putting it in my drink anymore. Like I'll squeeze the juices out, but then I'll put the rind to the side.
Even if they do like give you fruit with any drink, I've never even squeezed it into my drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless I washed it myself. I don't trust anything else. Okay.
This next one is hilarious because I can definitely attest to this. I have worked in customer service the majority of my adult career. Actually, my initial career too. So this next one is so true.
Okay, anyways. There isn't a larger than normal call volume. We just don't have enough staff. Also, your call is not important to us. We actually want you to
just go away. Yeah, no.
I glitched for a second.
Places are understaffed all the time, and so the people who are working the phones and everything, or even if it's in person, I mean, they're overworked and exhausted and honestly sick and tired of dealing with crappy people yelling at them all day for nothing that they can control. But no, so it's interesting to me that like, whenever when I call in somewhere myself and I hear that, oh, we have a larger call volume right now, your wait's going to be this long, and now you can like dial a number to be put in queue for a call back, and it's like, no, I know what it really means. But
you do this one?
It just kind of sucks.
I don't want to do that one.
Oh sure, yeah, it doesn't bother me. All right, did you want to do that one then?
Okay. Only because the next one after this one I don't want to say. Okay, this one says, gotta go back up to number 10. I used to work in radio and we totally didn't take caller number 10. We maybe counted 1 through 6 and then sorted through the callers until we found an exact sounding voice that excited sounding voice that fit the target demographic.
Yeah.
Look at me. I said a big word.
I don't really know about that one, but I mean, obviously they're like spilling industry secrets in this article. So It must be true if it's someone from the industry that's like, hey, like, what, you mean you don't want to talk about penises?
No. She wants to do an episode on penises, guys, and I'm not for it.
Well, I think it would be, so the article is like about penis problems, and I thought it would be a really good like public health awareness thing, especially for men, but you know. Okay, so this next one says before he would go on stage as a male dancer, he would inject his penis, him and his coworkers would inject their penises with a solution, or they would take Viagra because they were supposed to be at minimum half hard all night. I'm saying this and I'm on camera. I can't believe this. It says we were not allowed to be fully flaccid unless we were dressed. Same goes in amateur porn. Because of this, it's very hard to feel pleasure and finish from basic sex, and it takes a lot to get up for women, even if you want to. I know that you're kind of like grossed out by it and everything, but like this is a real issue for men. I mean, like this can affect people so badly because it like affects their relationships and their intimacy and everything. So like I can see the bigger problem here with this. And it's kind of sad.
No, I'm being genuinely serious. I cannot talk. Sorry, I just can't do that. Okay, anyway.
Yeah. This next one is like, I don't know what to think about this next one. Do you want me to say that one too? Are you good?
I mean, technically it would be your turn.
Okay, so this next one is from a casino boss. They say that if there is a shooting or death that happens at a casino, and they actually say all the time, it's almost never reported or shown in the news because local newspapers work together with casinos to avoid hurting the tourism in their city. So you'll only hear whispers about it from coworkers, and that's pretty much it. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was such a big...
What is that? I don't know how to say that.
What? Military grade?
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to say it wrong.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Which I've heard that before too, so.
What is that word?
Misnomer.
Misnomer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, military grade is a misnomer for high quality. While companies may sell high quality goods, deeming it military grade would actually mean it's the cheapest. Oh. Cheapest, crappiest material that's stop moving. That saves money right now and doesn't worry about 5 to 10 years from now because a new budget will be passed and the government will continue to be terrible with money.
Ooh.
Clock that.
Oh gosh. All right, so this one, oh my gosh, yes, I've heard of this before, but I have family who've worked in retail at grocery stores and stuff. It says, I worked in grocery stores for about 40 years. Notice how most ice cream brands have lids that aren't sealed. When you're working stock, whenever a container falls on the floor, sometimes the lids fly off. Most workers just put the lids back on and put it on the shelf.
Not your cousin.
It happens all the time, they say. And it says, always, always buy the handful of brands that actually seal the lids on, or you're just asking to get sick. I will say the brand that I prefer, I know those lids ain't coming off because I gotta like she-woman pry those lids off. Yeah. You're like, I know the brand she buys, and yes, that's true.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely true. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so exciting. Frick, dude. Can you? My freaking phone keeps like restarting.
Oh my gosh, guys, our phone. Oh
no, it keeps like. I'm guessing it's from.
Will one of you surprise us and buy Jay a new phone? Just message us at adocpodcast.com. We have a contact form.
I just hit my mic again.
Address to send it.
Yeah, yours.
Oh, you just
moved
that whole thing.
I literally hit my mic too. I'm going through it, guys. This is fine. Maybe not a dirty secret, but I work in the VFX industry. Stop doing that. And wait, are we on number 15? Okay, I just want to make sure. And was shocked when I first learned how much beauty work is done on actresses. All those famous middle-aged and older women that have aged so well. Yeah, we've gone in and removed their wrinkles. Is that crow's feet? Saggy necks, etc. Removing acne and acne scars from young performers was also a common occurrence. No wonder women and girls struggle so much with body image. Okay.
Right. So that person works in the
that is so true
industry.
Because why? We all know every person ages, and I don't understand why. Because even myself included, I don't understand why we fight so much to look so young. I would want to look my age.
Or look a certain age. Yeah. Speaking of that, okay, I came across a video. It was actually posted on Flip. This was yesterday. And this...
Go follow her on Flip.
Probably like 20-year-old girl, gorgeous without makeup, literally put like 10 pounds of makeup on, like literally. And you know what? Like, she was painting her face with the foundation and stuff. It wasn't even her natural color. Like, I mean, you could tell, but she put so many products on and everything. And I liked the comment section because the comment section was a lot of people being like, girl, you don't even need this makeup, and like, look at all this stuff you're putting on your face. Yeah, like, you're naturally pretty. Like, why are you doing that to yourself?
It's a lot of the girls who look gorgeous who sit there and put 20 pounds.
And then even some of the men in the comments were like, like, you don't like, women don't need to be doing this to impress us. I was like, I love the positivity.
Of course you do.
But anyway, so but I do like the fact that this is like letting people know, like, look, like, just because an actress or someone looks or a model looks a certain way in a movie or a photo does not mean that that's their natural
It's so funny.
appearance. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many special effects that they use nowadays to try to like make this perfect
Whenever I
image.
post like my TikToks, the only time I get called pretty is when I'm wearing makeup. Besides my brother's girlfriend and my friends, they're like, "Oh, it's giving natural beauty." I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Aw.
But the rest of you guys are fake. You guys are only calling me pretty because I have makeup
Oh.
on.
Oh, I was just looking at this next one. This next one bothers me. I hate thinking about it, but I have heard these things before. So I have a pretty big family on both sides of my family up north, and even as a kid, I mean, I would go to a lot of funerals because I have a big family. Obviously, you know, you've got
Okay,
like,
get
I
on
mean,
with
we had like what 7 generations in one photo before. Like, so this next one, and I hate to think about this, but it's a reality, right? Okay, so this next one says your loved one looks at peace in their casket, but what you don't know is that they have plastic eye caps under their eyelids that are sometimes, not always, glued shut. There are either wires or sutures holding their mouth together, and usually some cotton and a bit of wax on the inside to form that subtle smile. There may be a styrofoam block under their back to make the positioning look more natural and comfortable. There may be styrofoam blocks under the padding to help hold their arms in position. Depending on the case, they're probably wrapped in plastic garments underneath the clothing provided. There is a lot of smoke and mirrors in preparation of a decedent. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, this bothers me. Like, it just...
That's so sad.
It's bothersome, but it's, you know, again, people spilling industry secrets and things people don't realize. Yeah, Jay's over here crying
I
now,
just
guys,
got a bug in my eye.
No, it's disturbing. It's a little disturbing, but I mean,
I remember 7th grade year when I was telling you my biggest fear is my grandmother dying, and I just like started bawling my eyes out crying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cry. She's still here. She's still with us.
Right.
I'm not gonna
Here,
cry.
move on to the next one. Don't dwell on it. Don't dwell. Like, go move on to the next one that's not about death.
See, she takes my feelings and just shoves it down. Anyways. Okay. Did I ruin my mascara?
No.
Okay. Are you lying to me?
Why does it matter?
Because I still want my eyelashes to look good. Anyways. It says, what the? I'm working at a sports club with way over 2,000 members, and I can tell you, you might sign some papers about data security and how we handle data, but believe me, your data will go places you don't want it to go.
That's scary, honestly.
I have a question. What's a sports club?
A sports club? I'm thinking about...
Is it like Dick's Sporting Goods?
Like...
Or am I like completely off?
Oh, you know what? I guess that's a good question then, because when I think about like a sports club, I think about like kind of country clubs and stuff.
Yeah. I've never been to a country club, so I wouldn't know what that is.
But I don't know. I guess that is a good question. I might have to look that up.
You should ask your mom.
All right. So
that sounds like your mom goes to country clubs all the time.
I would be worried about like social media and stuff, because I've heard that about social media companies that like they can tell people to like use privacy settings or this or that, but like sometimes it really doesn't work. So, but I don't know. All right. So the next, now this one is scary, especially being down here in Florida where we had that big condo building collapse a few years ago. That
we
was
did?
all over the news. Oh yeah. Over in the Miami area.
When was
Yeah.
this?
I forget exactly when it was
I
but
alive?
like that, like, yeah. It was just like 2-3 years ago, maybe, like, and that's why it actually like initiated like a whole bunch of like other buildings and bridges and everything to start being like reassessed by engineers and stuff.
Is that why there was construction on that bridge?
I don't know. But anyway, so guys, this I'll get to reading it so you know what we're talking about. So it says there are tons of buildings out there that don't meet code, even new construction. Inspectors either don't care, don't know the code or don't even bother to inspect it in the first place. On the plus side, building code is extremely over conservative. So if you get close, it's probably safe.
Probably.
Maybe they say. And then most of the time, but except when it's not, and then everyone gets sued. But yeah, there was.
Yeah, because if I'm in a building that's about to collapse and I make it out, you are getting sued.
It was great. I forget what.
And I guarantee you, if I don't make it out, my family will sue you. No, thank you.
Yeah, it was a big thing a few years ago. A big old condo building collapsed over in the Miami area.
Dude, I can see you suing them so hard. Oh, yeah. God.
Oh, medical field stuff. And this is so true. I've read this. This is true. I've heard this so many times, even from my own doctor's offices about my own things. So, yes.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Listen up. This is true, guys. I know it is.
Sorry if I stutter a bit. I'm dyslexic. I work in the medical field. This isn't really... So we're not laughing about this. We're just laughing about the fact that I said I'm dyslexic. Anyways, I work in the medical field. This isn't really about my field exactly, but in...
Adjacent field. Health insurance. There is a guy reviewing our notes looking for reasons to deny a claim. The guy reviewing generally has no clinical knowledge whatsoever. Oh, wow. But they are looking for certain keywords so they can stamp the denial on the claim. Okay. For this reason, I will omit certain things on the clinical notes if it isn't directly applicable
to what I'm treating, because I know from experience that they will use the word as an
indication.
Thank you. that the proposed treatment is inappropriate and therefore denied. Maybe never mind.
Yeah.
Let me not say
So
that.
these insurance companies have more say about your actual medical treatment than your own doctors and treatment teams. Yeah.
So I think I should contact them.
Even when I was a case manager and I had to type up my billable notes about like the services I was providing disabled kids, we literally, like, they would deny things just because of certain words. So the company I worked for back then came out with like a list of words, and they were they were like, instead of saying this, say this, because it's literally like the same thing, just different jargon, and it didn't like set off the denial things for the insurance company. I wonder what they put in my notes
like,
when
they want to do that medical treatment.
I don't know, but it's ridiculous.
Your turn.
Yes. So
by the way, I was not laughing at that. I just was laughing because I could not say the words.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What is this one? I've worked in 2 commercial rest homes, memory care and assisted living. Oh, you guys, this is a big topic, especially down here in Florida, like elder care and stuff like that. So they cut every corner known to man. The kitchens are pretty much guaranteed to be eligible for immediate jeopardy, meaning that if they fail a random inspection, they will be shut down that same day. The monthly food budget was less than what salary workers got paid. And I know this for a fact because I have family that worked and or are still working in nursing homes, and they have talked to me about this stuff.
Why did they plan on putting you in a nursing home?
No, like they would tell me what would be going on, and I'm like, because I've unfortunately, like, we've had to place complaints about nursing homes that we had family in. And I know someone's relative actually got murdered in a nursing home by another patient.
That's crazy.
That was not being observed like they were supposed to be and everything. So yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. Actually, one of my friends that's here in the local area works for the state of Florida, and
friends?
that's what they do. Yes, please stop saying I don't have friends. I have friends.
She definitely does not have friends.
But no, so like it's like, and that's what they do is like they receive the complaints about the different nursing homes in the area and they investigate those and everything. Yeah, so no,
They have
so
nursing homes around here. I thought that was just like in Naples and stuff.
no.
Oh.
Okay, so this one says that food would show up rotten right off the trucks, and we were still instructed to pick out the bad stuff and feed the rest to the residents. The rent is so predatory to families and residents. It was upwards of $2,500 to $100 to $3,000 for a single person room every month without utilities. The residents pay $50 a meal for it to come cold, mushy, and in a styrofoam box. Yes, guys, this is so true. The price of the nursing homes is also another big thing. And I know people have like shared things on the internet about like the bills and everything for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I mean, so these things are big things that they're exposing here in some of these instances. You know what, guys? We might need to do like a part 2 to this.
Yeah,
because we are reaching our limit. But definitely check us out on adocpodcast.com as well as all of our
social media. We are on Instagram and we are on TikTok, ADOC Podcast.
All right, we will see you next time. Bye.